Welcome in wherever you're watching from. Tell me in the comments where you're joining in from, even on the replay. I love to connect in with whoever is watching. Today marks the first session of our Tips Tuesday, or our lifestyle tips. I'm going to be sharing every Tuesday just a quick, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20 minutes, because I am someone who likes to ramble. Just a tip on a specific focus. So this week we're specifically talking about being preventative with our wellness as there is a change of seasons happening. Okay, so at this exact moment in Canada and the US, summer is still hopefully in full force, depending on where you are in the country, but the fall is slowly coming. And then here in Costa Rica, we're actually coming closer to the rainy season and change of seasons. Everyone's immune system is a little bit more impacted by what's going on with the weather and things like that. And so just let me pull up here. I want to talk to you guys today about some ways that we can help support our immune system in a big way to help our bodies to stay healthy, okay? Because the reality is that colds still exist. The usual, sniffles still exist. We can help to support our body's immune system naturally and help ourselves to stay healthy, okay? So if you're new here and you don't know who I am, my name is Jocelyn. I am a digital nomad. I'm a mom to 3. I'm originally from Canada. I live in Costa Rica, and I have lived in Costa Rica for 2 years now. And so as you can tell, I'm super passionate about holistic wellness and teaching other women and families how to take your power back, whether it be through essential oils, mindset, mindful movement, whatever it is. I'm here to teach you and inspire you to take your power back, okay? And so my computer is insanely slow loading, so I'm just hoping that we're live in our Facebook community as well, but here we are. We're just gonna go with it, okay? So I'm pretty sure I'm live, you guys. All good. We'll figure it out. Okay. So number 1, to keep your body healthy, functioning well, and to help yourself to be healthy, stay healthy this transition. Like, cold and flu season doesn't really exist. Like, it shouldn't really exist, right? But it does, because we forget that our bodies need different forms of care when the season starts to turn, when it's a little bit more moist, and when it's rainy, it's cooler, it's whatever it is, we forget to take better care of ourselves, okay? And so the first point that I want to make here when we're talking about tools to help to keep our bodies healthy and functioning well is lowering our stress. Okay, we want to be focusing on lowering our stress levels. Okay, so how can we do that? What are some tools that we can use to lower our stress levels? Number 1, in my opinion, recognize your triggers, right? Recognize what triggers your stress. So is it a certain person? Is it a certain situation, a time of day? Do you need to drink more water? Because when you don't drink enough water, you get super, it's like hangry, but with water, right? Do you need to eat more regularly? Do you need to eat better food? Do certain things trigger you when you drink coffee? Does it give you this angry emotion, right? What triggers your stress? Okay, do you have to put yourself in that situation? Do you go to a job that causes you a lot of stress, right? Unnecessary stress. Do you how can you fix that? How can you make it not a stressful environment? Can you choose something else to work that maybe lights you up and makes you excited to go to work, right? Gets you out of bed happy in the morning. That's a thing. I do that, right? And so what is it that triggers you and sends you on kind of that stress or that high alert, okay? So here are some of my tools that I like to use when I do recognize that, or I'm trying to keep my stress levels minimized, is number 1, I was actually just discussing this with my partner last night, is that for me, if I say I have if you don't know me, I have a 6-year-old, I have a 4-year-old, and a 7-month-old. And so the morning, if I don't get up early with the baby, right? If I don't get up early with the baby, it's kind of like setting the snooze button. Have you ever done that where you set the snooze button and then, next time the alarm goes off, you feel even worse and you're like, oh, snooze again. And then it goes off again and you're like, oh, I feel even more worse. And you continue on that cycle. And then what happens is that when you finally get out of bed, you're like, ugh, I'm groggy. I feel like garbage. I didn't have a good morning because I spent my whole morning fighting with the snooze button. That's the real thing, right? And so here's what I've recognized and was talking with my partner about is that I need to get up with the baby so that I can have a gentle start to my day, right? You guys that have kids, you know that kids are no joke in the morning. It's like a full-on punch to the face if you're not ready for it, right? Yeah, so I like to ease into my day. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up early. Early it's like 5:36 with the baby. I roll out my yoga mat, she's in her little jumper thing, and I just like ease into the day. The kids come out slowly, they're a little bit like still sleepy, still pretty chill. I get them to bring out some books, we read some books together, or maybe we do some meditation, some breathing, my latest thing to do with the kids is to go on little journeys, like meditation visualization journeys with them. So you can see that I'm like setting myself up for a lower stress day already right from the beginning. So right through that little example, some of my tools, meditation, right? Yoga, mindful movement, knowing my triggers, knowing what makes me crazy, right? And so some others are like utilizing aromatherapy. If you're into essential oils like I am, I put the diffuser on and I'm like, how do I want to feel? I want to feel grounded. I want to feel excited. I want to feel inspired. So we can actually use our oils in our diffuser early in the morning as well. And that can help our bodies to recognize those aromatics and further ground us, excite us, whatever we want, right? So that's something I love to do as well. And then another one is personal touch, like right in the morning. That also lowers stress levels. Like a good morning hug, like a little this morning with the kids we were playing like this like imaginary game where they were butterflies in their cocoon and like all these things, right? And it was really lovely, but that personal touch, it also lowers the stress levels and the cortisol levels in the body. Okay, so that's my number one. Next one is an obvious one as well, but we can all use a little reminder from time to time, is to take better care of yourself. So dress better, as the seasons change, the weather changes. It's even here in Costa Rica with the rains, it's cold sometimes and it's wet, it's all the things. Dress better, right? Move your body, even if it is, feeling a little cold or gloomy, move your body. This is a big one, is speak positivity into your day every single day, right? So positive words, if you're starting your day, or even whatever, take that back. If you're watching the news and surrounding yourself with people that love to watch the news or love to know all the drama in the world and tend to be more negative and focused on like the world's ending and all the things, that's not going to impact you in a good way. It's not impacting them, but that's their own choice, right? And so stop trying to be the person that changes their mind and their perspective, and instead bring it home, bring it to you, and focus on what you see, what you want to feel, what you are focusing on. Okay, and so that's a big one, is speak positivity. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. Right here, right now, I am safe, I am protected, I am grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my, whatever it is, like my business, my house, my life. I'm grateful for all of these things. Like, really speak positivity, because your nervous system is directly, like, that's negative thoughts. Fear even breaks down your immune system. Like, that's what we have. We have a lot of contradicting things going on right now in the world, and that's a big one to remember, is that getting out of that and staying away from that fear mongering, that, like, you know what I mean, right? And get into the positivity. So if you struggle with that yourself and you're surrounded with people who are quite negative and are scared and are worried and are subscribing to whatever else is going on in the world, do yourself a favor and try to limit your exposure to them, right? Limit your exposure. Don't scroll social media if it's triggering you, right? Don't surround yourself with those people. And if that's all you have in your life right now, actively make the choice right here and now that you're going to find more like-minded friends. Maybe it's virtually, right? There's a bajillion people online that are the 20%, right? There are people out there that are not thinking like that, okay? So find those people, connect with those people, but you got to attract them by being that person first and not being afraid to be the light in a world of darkness, right? If that's what your world is depicting at the moment, okay? And so obviously fueling your body, whole foods, vitamins, take your supplements, get a really, really good whole food bioavailable supplement. I strongly suggest the ones that I take. I love doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality. They're amazing. Probiotic rich food, just whole good food, okay? If you can, grow your own food, spring water, all of those good things, the mineral rich water and food and all the amazing stuff. Get away from sugar, right? Sugar is a drug in itself. It's addictive, and it also breaks down your immune system. Apparently sugar, a certain amount of sugar, can weaken your immune system for 5 hours. Okay, and that's kind of tricky because everything has sugar. If you're buying anything from anywhere and eating anything that's even remotely processed to any level, that could be affecting your immune system, right? So keeping in mind what has sugar in it, what types of sugar it is, and how does your body metabolize that sugar, okay? And so that's something to keep in mind as well, limiting your exposure to sugar and processed foods, right? And for me, change of seasons, I tend to gravitate more to warm, hearty foods and hearty meals. So I'm a big believer in follow your intuition. If you feel you want whatever not I honestly, someone said this to me the other day, I'm pregnant, I can eat whatever I want or whatever, and I was like, that's interesting, that's really interesting, and do you, but for me, I mean, even in my day-to-day now, when I've already had Azalea, I don't really crave anything, and I feel like that has to do with a mental state, right? And also my a full spectrum vitamin that I'm taking. I take the omegas, I have the vitamins and minerals, and I also have antioxidants. So all of those together, I feel like filling any nutrition gaps that I have that cause me those cravings, you know what I mean? And then having a healthy mind where I practice. It's not just I was born this way, it's a daily practice that I work on every single day, right? It's a, it works all together, is in my opinion, right? And so yeah, of course I'm not perfect, and I do love a great chai latte, all of those things, but I know that, if I'm looking at something and I'm is that fueling my body, or is that fueling dis-ease in the body, or how is that going to make me feel? Okay, so I mean, another practice that I absolutely love and full-heartedly believe in, and I practice it almost every single day, is EFT tapping. So tapping, it's better experienced than explained, but literally you're tapping on acupressure points in the body in various places, and you're talking about your feelings in essence, okay? And so this is a powerful tool to help you to reprogram your subconscious brain and any false, belief patterns that you have, any conditioning that you want to get rid of, and to help you move through any resistance and blocks that you have, standing between yourself and where you want to be, or how you want to feel, or how you want to perceive your surroundings, whatever it is. Okay, so I really super duper suggest checking out EFT tapping. I have a friend named Jackie McDonald. You can look her up on Instagram at the Jackie McDonald, and she has a lot of free tapping out there. She also has a really powerful membership where she taps every single day, Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, and it is right. But we can also add in some awesome essential oils like our protective blend, like our On Guard blend. That's one that I use every single day. We have it in a roller, and we just put it on, the kids before they go to bed, up and down the spine, bottoms of feet. They wait for their oils, they ask for their oils, and that just helps to support their immune system. So we will take throughout the day, we'll take the On Guard soft gels, we'll take the little beadlets, which is like a quarter drop of essential oil, just to help our bodies be more effective at fighting off threats and disease, okay? So On Guard is one I highly, highly suggest. Tea tree is another one. It's like kind of like an antiseptic. This is great paired especially with oregano. If you've been around someone who's sick, or you yourself are fighting off something or feeling like you might be getting sick, those two together are like powerful, okay? So that's tea tree and oregano. And then I also love lemon because it's like the detoxifier of the body. It's great for like supporting and getting rid of like phlegm or any sort of like toxicity in the body. It also helps the lymphatic system, okay? So lemon's powerful. And then frankincense is the last one I mentioned. Frankincense is like the king of oils that helps your body to really optimize with healthy cells, okay? So it helps with the cellular life and death. It just helps your body to sorry for the pause. It helps your body to function. Okay, I think I'm back. So you guys, if you don't yet use oils and don't yet have a solid routine like that, if you do have your oils, this is a really awesome opportunity to do so, okay? Because your body's gonna thank you, your mind is gonna thank you. Your essential oils can actually really help you to they can really help you to be more preventative with your wellness in all areas, okay? So reach out if you have any questions. If you don't yet have your oils and want them, I'm definitely, I'd love to support you. I have pretty awesome starter options this month. Reach out, but I hope that was helpful, you guys. Next week, we're gonna be talking all about overwhelm and how to really support the body when we've actually gone past that preventative stage and we're in that overwhelm that we're feeling almost, some people are feeling overwhelmed or triggered every single day, okay? So we're gonna dive into a little bit more on what we can do to be preventative, to prevent overwhelm, but also what to do if we're in that heated moment, okay? So wherever you are, have an awesome day, and we'll see you